well-known hostel in the heart of the city while attending university. This particular hostel was notorious for being old, with creaky floors, poorly lit corridors, and rooms that always had an eerie vibe. But, for many students, it was just part of the experience, so they didn't think much of it. One night, a few friends decided to stay up late in the common area, watching movies and chatting. Around midnight, one of them, Priya, went to use the bathroom located at the far end of the corridor. As she walked back to the common room, she noticed a figure standing in the hallway. It looked like a woman dressed in a white sari, but she was facing the wall, standing motionless. Priya, curious but slightly uneasy, called out, but there was no response. The figure didn't move at all, so Priya cautiously walked past her to the common room. But when she turned to look back, the figure was gone. Later that night, Priya couldn't shake the feeling that something wasn't right. She went to bed but kept hearing strange noises coming from the empty hallway, soft footsteps and a faint whispering. It was as if someone was walking slowly past her door. The next morning, Priya mentioned it to her friend Neha. To her surprise, Neha turned pale and said, "You're not the first one to see her." Neha explained that the hostel was built on land where a woman had tragically died many years ago under mysterious circumstances. Students had reported seeing the same ghostly figure at night, and some even claimed to hear her crying. They said that if you saw her, bad things would happen. Feeling unsettled, Priya and her friends tried to ignore it, but the strange occurrences didn't stop. One night, Priya's friend Riya, who lived in the room next to hers, heard a knock at her door at 3 a.m. When she opened it, there was no one there. But what made it worse was that the air felt unusually cold, and she could feel someone watching her. She slammed the door shut, terrified. The strange phenomena persisted, and eventually, a few students decided to move out of the hostel, unable to bear the growing tension and eerie atmosphere. This story, like many others, became a part of hostel folklore, an unsettling reminder of the hostel's mysterious past. Some say the woman was a former tenant who met a tragic end and now roams the halls, forever searching for peace. While it's unclear whether the story is true or just a chilling urban legend, it remains one of the most talked about horror stories in that hostel.